Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and in this video, you are not going to see any spot casting or leaf casting. All you're going to see is me cleaning and reinforcing a few wraps. That's it. So I guess you don't need to watch it, huh? Oh yeah, and wait till the end because I'm going to talk to you about Superman 14 and 4-Color 49, which this video is about. In the meantime, let's watch what I did right after this. So I decided to go ahead and try one more time. My light went out. See if I can get it back. There we go. I got a loose connection, I think. And here's how it turned out. Not totally happy with it, and I need to do something to it. I mean, it's faded a lot. Let's take a look at the second wrap. Yeah, as you can see, it has faded. It's just not what I had hoped for. We will be working on that second wrap. What I'm going to do now, though, take that off of there. We'll put it back on later. I'm going to take my methyl cellulose, nanocellulose mix and my brush, and I'm not even going to wet it down. I'm just going to paint it. This will get it wet enough. Because the page is just not quite, it's too flimsy for the paper, which means it needs some help. Needs to be stabilized. Needs to be consolidated. Nice and wet, but we're going to turn it over once I put this down. And we're going to do the other side. And this should make the paper stronger. Make it feel right. Because right now, it just feels too flimsy. It doesn't feel like the other pages do. And that should do it. Put this back over it. I'm going to let it sit here for about 10 minutes. We'll come back to it. And then I'll put it in a, put it back between my blotter paper, stick it in the press, start working on this second wrap, which I'm going to do slightly different. So we'll be back for you in a couple of seconds. For me, going to be a little longer. Alright, I think we're ready to put it in the press, start on the second wrap. I went ahead and put the first piece of blotter paper down and set this on top of it. But yeah, I think it's ready. So, set that down. We'll go stick that in the press. And then I'll be right back and we'll start on the second wrap. So how are we going to do this? The first thing we're going to do is get out my Mylar sheet. And the second wrap. And a piece of blotter paper, a small piece. And we're going to cut it in half. I need to get some bigger scissors one day. And we're going to try to get some of that stain out before I do anything else to it. Before I get it wet, before I do anything else, we're going to try to get some of that stain out. And I think I'm going to turn it this way, just like that. Get out the Rust-Oleum. The brush that I use for Rust-Oleum. I've never done it this way before. Normally I get it wet first. But I'm not overly concerned with getting stains on it because I got the stains out before. And I just want to try it a little bit different way. Put that on there. That's blotter paper. And of course we need some weight. That'll do. Let it sit there for probably 3 or 4 hours. And then I'll come back. Well, it's been a number of hours and I went ahead and put a second coat of Evapo-Rust on the stain. We'll see how it came out. About the way I expected. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to wash it. But we're not going to use the, we're going to do my Mylar method. And I've got the calcium hydroxide and betaine in here, and we're just going to squirt the heck out of it. And yes, I don't have any, I'm just doing this with Mylar because that is the true Mylar method. It wasn't until later on that I added the Kollecting to it, and to be honest, I don't like it. I don't think the Kollecting helps get the yeah, I don't think the Kollecting helps it. And I know I spray a lot on there, but there's a reason for that, because it is supposed to be a soak. Alright. Kollecting and betaine soak initiated. I'll come check it in about 5 minutes, well, maybe about 10 minutes. I'm going to give it a little bit longer. And I'll be back. Alright, let's squeegee this off and then we're going to soak it again. And I'll be back. Alright, squeegee it down again. Turn it over. Squeegee that down again. Take that off. Okay, while you weren't looking, I flipped it over, used another paper towel on it, and now we're going to brush it with methyl cellulose and nanocellulose. Instead of waiting and letting it dry, I'm going to do it while it's wet. That way I only have to dry it one time. And maybe I can get more than one wrap done today, or before I have to post this. Right. Take a piece of Kollecting that I've used before, but that's okay. I haven't used it that many times yet, I don't think. Take it and do the same thing. I smell bacon cooking. Probably because I plan on having breakfast for dinner. Had some leftover grits, so I fried them up into grit patties and cooking some bacon, and I'm going to have a couple of eggs. Might even have some toast, I don't know. Alright, let's put this back down. And I'm going to put that between a couple of sheets of blotter paper and stick it in the press. And we'll see it when it comes out. Let's zoom in a little bit. And this is the first wrap that I did. And as you can see, the stain isn't as bad as it was. It's not as bad as this one, but it's still there. The pages have lightened a little bit. Overall, I like the way it turned out, but it's a little brown. I might have to wash it again, I don't know. And then here's the second wrap. Again, stain is lighter. Pages are a little bit lighter. That's good. It looks good to me. And the third wrap, and this is all I got done so far. I may go ahead and work on this some more, in addition to doing the Superman. But I want to concentrate on the Superman. And so that's what I'm going to do. This one, the second wrap and this wrap, what I did was I painted on the Vapor Rust first, then I cleaned it. And after I cleaned, or after I washed it a couple of times in calcium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide and betaine, I went ahead and put some methyl cellulose and nanocellulose, and yeah, it's supple, but it's also stiff a little bit, just like this one is. So it's, the pages haven't lost anything. So that's where we're sitting at. I do not know if I'm going to do additional work to this while working on Superman. I might not. I don't know yet. We'll see. Let's go on back over to me, and we'll get it taken care of. Well, there you go. 3 wraps down, a whole bunch left to go. I don't know if I'm going to continue working on 4-Color 49 before I finish Superman 14 or not. I'm real tempted just to stop working on this project and just do the Superman 14. But the pages went pretty quick and pretty easy. I finished the 1 page and did 2 more pages in 2 days. So maybe I'll go ahead and work on some more pages of 4-Color 49 for next week. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But one thing I have decided is that I will be live again on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Coffee with Chaos. You don't want to miss it. And then on Wednesday morning, I'll be releasing a video where I talk about something I haven't discussed for a while. Maybe I never discussed it. I don't remember. But I'm going to talk about collecting comics and the different types of collectors. And that might surprise you as to how many different types of collectors there actually are. And I probably missed some. But that'll be released Wednesday morning at my normal time. Now, tomorrow's Tuesday. That means, what the bleep? I don't have one. I mean, I've got comics. I could do a what the bleep that I get now, but I kind of want to look through that box first to make sure it isn't like the last one I showed, which was 15 or 20 copies of individual issues and just on and on and on, and just kept showing the same comic over and 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 over again. So I want to check that box first to make sure it doesn't have anything like that before I decide to do a bleep on it. So yeah, no bleep tomorrow that I can think of. I might be wrong. We'll see. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed the video, and maybe you learned something. I doubt it. Most of you guys that are watching it know everything that I'm doing anyway. And some of you are a whole lot more experienced than I am with this stuff. I mean, that's just the way it is. I might have age. I might know a lot about comic books. I might have been collecting comics for well over 50 years, but that doesn't mean I know everything. So, yeah, we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Have yourself a great day.